What's good, guys? I'm back. I am back. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right. Man, I'm tired. Okay. So, all right, guys. I'm back. We're back to the trading schedule. And we're back to making some money. All right, guys. Now, one thing I am gonna say on stream is I'm gonna go ahead, and a lot of you guys have been DMing me saying that you guys have been preferring Apex a lot more. So I'm gonna start streaming Apex again. Um, Now, one thing with the stream, real quick, you just for today, you guys are gonna see the banner. I know it's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna fix it. I just woke up like a few minutes ago, so I didn't really have time to create a new one, and you know what I mean, because I have to stream it with YouTube. So I'm gonna fix that for the next stream. So just for this stream, just ignore the top, and you know what I mean. It will just be there for today. But yeah, anyways, coming into this stream, guys, coming into today's market, we have a few things that we can actually work with. We have a few things to that the market is giving us right off open. Now I do know yesterday's market was extremely choppy, so I'm really hoping today is not that's not the case today. Because obviously I want to come back with a strong trade, so we can all make money together and we just continue that streak. You know what I mean, going forward. Now what I'm seeing coming into market open is we have a few things to actually worry about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of wanted to go short off open, mainly because ES was able to inverse this 15-minute gap down here. But NQ is just barely holding above it. So right now, although I did want to take shorts because of the higher time from being bearish, we're probably gonna have to focus on this London high just for a slight minute. All right. But yeah, other than that, obviously the market opened up about 8 minutes ago, so there's not really much I can really tell you guys as to what's going to happen. But we do have a 15-minute gap that I do want to inverse, and we also have a 5-minute gap right down here that we can probably get a trade off of, just for some starter positions here and there. All right. But in the meantime, before we get any selling, I'm sure we're probably gonna take out this London high. It kind of seems like both, not both actually, NQ is the one that wants it, but buyers are getting very weak around this area. We've seen a few rejections, in these two 5-minute candles here. Let's see if we can break above it. But it does seem like buyers are getting weaker by the second, which could lead to a very, very nice DOL sweep from here and possibly an inverse off of this into our levels down here, which could be a pretty good trade. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All right. But here, let me go and start up my YouTube stream real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and put this out. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been having some good days here and there. I know KP really helped you guys out on Monday. I don't know if yesterday was super tradable. But we're gonna see what we can work with today. All right, guys. But yeah, let me go and put out that I'm live on YouTube real quick. 1 sec. There we go. Anyways, okay, yeah. But yeah, okay. Pretty nice rejection here. I was gonna say, it seems like NQ is probably gonna take out this London high fairly soon. I mean, it's only 15 points away. Shouldn't be too hard to take it out. Let me see. Yesterday was one of the worst AM sessions ever. Yeah, dude, I saw it, bro. We did not move a single tick. We didn't move in the markets. So yeah, yesterday was very hard to trade, nearly impossible to trade. But yeah, if you guys did end up red yesterday, don't let that tilt you. Honestly, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? There's many more days to come, way better days to come, in fact. All right. Anyways, hold on, let me drink some water here. All right. Anyways, but yeah, what I pretty much want to see right now is, as bearish as I am, because I am really bearish actually because of the higher time frame, like the 15-minute or the 30-minute. You guys see that we are obviously in a very bearish trend to the downside, possibly into this London low down here, which is going to be my main objective over at 112. What I want to see is I know we're getting a lot of selling right now, which I'm probably going to be looking for shorts very soon. But I did want to see a London high sweep just so we don't have to worry about that level. Now, if sellers want to step in with a lot of control, sure, that can work out. I mean, to be fair, the higher time frame is very bearish, so if we do get a signal for shorts, it's going to be pretty high probability, although we haven't taken out this level. It's not the most important level, but it's definitely worth taking out just so we don't have to worry about it. All right, so yeah, we are getting a pretty nice red to green flip here, most likely into this London high. I don't think, yeah, no, yes, probably is not going to target that level. But on NQ, we're probably going to take it out. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We got to give the market some time here. Now, I am gonna take a little bit of more of a risk today, because I know I wanted to wait for this 15-minute inverse to go ahead and happen. But the thing is, it's gonna take way too long, and it's not something I'm really trying to deal with. So I'm gonna add a little bit more risk to the table today, and look to inverse this 5 minute if we're able to. Um, and then look to target this low right down here. And then into the inverse pretty much. All right, so that's my game plan for now. Now, of course, I'm not really married to the bearish bias just yet. You guys gotta keep in mind the market opened up like 10 minutes ago. So we're still seeing what it wants to do. We just finished taking out this London high right here. Or we tapped into it. We haven't taken it out completely yet. Yeah, we just barely tapped into it. Um, but what I want to see is if we're able to show some really nice weakness, just the same way we had the selling right here. I want to see it from this level into this inverse right down here. Now it's going to be a little bit of a sell-off that we need to get, but that'll be there. It is. Okay, there we go. And that was a really nice pop there. Okay. But what I want to see here, guys, is I want to see if buyers are able to weaken up around this range, and I want to see if sellers are able to step in with some strength to kind of sell this off about 70 points. I know it's a little bit of a sell off here, but if we're able to get very, very strong selling, it shouldn't really be an issue. And with that selling coming in, we can look to take shorts from this and possibly just look to target this down here and then this main objective down here at 112. I really want to see that level today. Especially with the higher time frame being fairly bearish, we could definitely work off something from there. All right. Now, like I said, don't be married to the bearish bias just yet. We obviously need a few more confirmations to line up. We just barely got one confirmation right now. So yeah, right now what we want to see is obviously to see if buyers can weaken up around this range. We've seen that buyers have been getting rejected a few times in these last 13 minutes of the market being opened. So maybe soon they completely lose control, or if they gain full control, we could definitely look to take some longs into the upside, but that's not really my best interest. All right, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not married to anything right now. We're not getting any confirmations from any side just yet, so we got to see what we can get. All right, guys. So let's just give the market some time and see what we can form. All right, now if we do want to be bullish, we should have a setup to kind of work with from here. Yeah, 50 points. Not too bad. Now we could possibly shoot a little bit higher. I know I said that ES might not want this London high because ES is pretty bearish. But NQ is probably gonna shoot a little bit higher. I mean, just like how we're doing it right now. Mainly because ES might want to take out this London high before we see anything to the downside. All right, but if we want to continue going higher, if it seems like we're not going to get any sort of DOL sweep anytime soon, we could definitely have a bullish bias into the Asia highs above. All right, so like I said, I don't really have a bias just yet. I'm just waiting on something to form. I'm just saying that we have a little bit more possibility to the downside just because the higher time frame is lining up, bearish pretty much. All right, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can form here. All right, guys. Anyways, let me catch up with the chat here. Let me see. David, what happens if you make more than the daily limit? It depends how much you make, but it'll put you on like the red flag list of you getting your payout denied because obviously you're breaking that consistency rule for the 30%. So be careful with that. Just limit yourself to like $700 a day if you're on a 50K account. Bro, it was amazing, bro. I feel super refreshed. I definitely needed it. I know I took some time off, like 5 days, but man, I needed that really bad. But yeah, I'm feeling refreshed. So I mean, my mental is back, so we can keep running it. But yeah, bro, they're amazing, bro. They're amazing. But yeah, anyways, guys, once again, what I'm trying to see here is I'm trying to see. I know sellers almost were they were stepping in for a split second here, but we want to see if sellers are able to step in and hold below this level right here. It will give us that DOL sweep confirmation that we want to go ahead and see. And that'll be one step in the right direction to get a really good looking setup in my eyes. But we'll see. Cause so far, I mean, ES might want to hold us up a little bit longer. Just so we can take out this double top right here. In fact, I didn't even notice it was a double top. At this London high over at 934. All right, you guys know usually when NQ wants to do something, ES, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, we'll see. Now, if NQ continues to break highs and everything, and it seems like it wants to target this Asia high and probably even higher up here, we could definitely look for longs. It's just we don't have the best looking setup yet. Maybe on the 15-minute time frame we can work off something, but that's gonna take some time. All right, so I would much rather just wait for a 5-minute reversal for now. And if the signs are super clear that we want to see higher, then we'll just work with that. All right, but yeah, the 15-minute looks A little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It looks like a little bit too much to work with here. I want to keep it clean and simple, which is why I'm more bearish than bullish because I do like that setup more. But obviously we don't have any confirmation just yet, so I'm not really too married to that yet. Let me see here. If it was your dream, hold on. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know. I don't really have one. I just go anywhere. My markets are closed on Monday. Oh yeah, it is Memorial Day. Yeah, I was gonna get to that more on Friday. But yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, guys. Next week Monday the markets are closed because obviously it's Memorial Day. All right, so you know it's a nice day off for us. So we'll take it. David, would you consider 384 on NQ as a level worthy to be swept if it aligns with ES taking out that London high? Good question. Let me see. 384. This one right here, almost 384. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is a what is it lower high that we created in the market there. Now it's not the strongest one. I'm not gonna lie to you, so don't really expect the strongest rejection from it. But if it aligns with the dual sweep from the London high on ES, then possibly yeah we can get a pretty nice rejection if they're both gonna be sweeping at the same time. All right, so yeah, possibly yeah, not a bad level. Now don't really look forward to that level so much, but because technically it's not extremely strong on NQ, but since it, like you said, it does align with ES, it could look pretty strong because ES might be sweeping at the same time. But yeah, this could be a huge 50-minute Fair Valley gap. Yeah, maybe too big. That's the problem because you guys know, typically when we have a Fair Valley gap that's way too big, um, what tends to happen is we get a little retracement, we get a little bounce, we go even lower, you get stopped out, but technically we're still bullish because we're inside of that really bullish Fair Value gap. All right, so when it comes to trading these really big Fair Value gaps, I personally don't like them too much because the problem is when you're trading inside of a really big zone that's all bullish, where obviously buyers are bound to step in from. The problem is you don't know where to enter. That's the problem. Because for example, let's look at this really big 15-minute Fair Value gap right here, right? If we measure it out, it's a over 130 point fair value gap here, right? Meaning that we can bounce from anywhere inside of this 100 point range. So let's say, for example, we retrace into here and we bounce, right? I mean, it looks pretty good. We're bouncing from a fair value gap, longs look good, right? Then it pulls back even lower and you get stopped out, unfortunately, right? But we bounce once again from the midpoint. We go up, you enter longs, you get stopped out because we go even lower. But you still can't look to take shorts because we're still inside of this bullish rally gap. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just way too much is happening. And that's exactly what kind of ended up happening here, right? Look at this. We bounced from here, pretty bullish. I mean, not so bad. We went back down, we bounced. You would have gotten stopped out right here, but we still bounced, meaning that we're still bullish. All right, so that's the problem with these really big fair value gaps. So I would much rather trade off a smaller one, like one from the 5 minute, that is, you know what I mean? It's a one and done type of fair value gap. We retrace into it once, whether it works out or not, you don't really take it anymore. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyways, ES is about to get closer to this level of liquidity up here. Although I know NQ is pushing up like crazy here, but we're not really getting any sort of a setup that we can really work with here just yet. So what I mean by setup is to the upside. We don't really have anything on the 5 minute at least. Not something that I'm liking. But we do have something that we can work with off the 50 minute possibly. So we'll see. We'll see. If that's what we have to work with, then that's what we'll do. All right, guys. Yeah, so far nothing really too crazy here in the market. A part of me does kind of want to wait for ES to take out this high, depending on how we react. If we want to seek higher into the Asia or whatever it wants to do, we can work off that. But if we want to show weakness around this area, then we'll be back to our bearish bias that we wanted to see in the first place. All right. Yeah, exactly. First, let's wait to see how ES reacts. Exactly. Could we not invest in a 940 candle? This candle right here, not really. I wouldn't. It's not the most interesting candle. That's all I'm gonna say. Small body, what I mean? I rather not. I would rather wait for more of a sell-off. Not only will it give us more confirmation, but it will give us a little bit of a safer entry if we end up inversing this right here. All right, but that's kind of not the case right now because obviously we are only pushing up here. So in the next about 8 minutes, we're probably gonna have to work with this 15-minute gap to the upside because we're not really, getting any setups or any confirmation that we want to seek lower. All right, so yeah, we're probably gonna have to work with the upside today, which I'm fine with. We just gotta find a pretty good looking setup. Mm-mm. Not yet, not yet. ES has not tapped into London just yet. We missed it by one tick, in fact. But yeah, it seems like NQ does want to seek higher here. So The problem is here is if we do want to look to take longs, we don't have too much room to really mess around with because obviously if we take longs, we're gonna have to trade it into 44 or 444, and we're at 400 right now. So we are gonna have like a 45 point price target. That's if we get a trade right now. That's the thing. All right, and now we just took out this London right here. All right, so let's see what we can work with. Hopefully, we're able to get more of a bullish setup. Well, not yet, not yet. Obviously, like I said, we want to see how we react off this level. Maybe the whole reason NQ is going up after it took out the draw liquidity down here is mainly because of ES. All right, so let's see what reaction we get here. All right, let's see. Now, I'm not really expecting a sudden shift to a downside. I mean, we could possibly still get it, but typically when we have so many buyers in control, I mean, we haven't had a single red candle throughout the entire market open. So obviously, I mean, it does show that buyers are in more control, obviously. But I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really expecting a full on reversal in 1 second to the downside. I'm expecting some sort of weakness around here, like a little consolidation, and then we break to the downside. All right, so let's see if that happens. All right, guys. But now that we took out this London high up here, on both NQ and ES, let's see if we can form something to the downside. All right, guys. It's what we want to see all of open. So let's see. Let's see. I mean, to be fair, we are getting a flip here, which once again, you guys saw it live. It's what we wanted. But now, before we get well, as we get it, what we want to see here is now we want to start seeing obviously a lot more selling pressure to the downside, which is beautiful, right? It's pretty much what we're getting as we speak. But we also need to make sure that we are able to hold below this level of liquidity down here at this London low. And we also need to make sure that as we're forming the MSS model, the market goes from creating higher highs and higher lows on the 5 minute time frame into lower highs and lower lows, once again on the 5 minute time frame. All right. So don't get too happy just yet, just because we're rejecting. It doesn't really mean too much just yet because we don't have too many confirmations to really work with the shorts. From as far as we know, it could just be a pullback and we seek higher. You know what I mean? So far, it is a doji candle, so there's not much really happening. All right. So yeah, like I said, don't get too excited just yet. Obviously, we're one step in the right direction for sure. For now at least, you know what I mean. It can always reverse right back up. We just barely got the sweep. But we're gonna see what we can form in the coming minutes. All right. But yeah, let's see. Now, for the people that are mentioning this 5 minute fair value gap right here, it doesn't look horrible, but it also doesn't look the best. If you guys want to take it, you guys definitely can. I might consider it just because looking for a rejection for about 100 points into an inverse to then seek lower is a little bit of a stretch, especially with today's volume. It's a little bit, you know what I mean? But the problem is, guys, is if you want to be inversing this 5 minute gap, you're gonna have to be focusing on this 15 minute. You're gonna have to be like praying for sellers to be in full control to inverse this 15 minute gap as well. You know what I mean? Now, if you wait for this 5 minutes to get inverse down here, you are getting both a 5 minute inverse and a 15 minute inverse. All right, so yeah, you know what I mean. If you're gonna look for an inverse to the downside, I would much rather just wait for this one. Although it is far, you know what I mean. It's just way better in my opinion. But yeah. Now, once again, you guys see right here, we're probably gonna push up back into these highs. So for now, I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards bullish. All right, guys, I'm gonna lean definitely a little bit more towards bullish. Just because I mean, sellers are not really stepping in like how we want to see for now. And obviously, if sellers they're not gonna be stepping in, that pretty much just means that buyers are probably gonna get the control to seek into higher into this Asia high up here. All right, now the only issue is we don't have too much of a setup to really work with. I mean, we could use this 15-minute gap down here, this 5 and 15-minute gap right down here for a possible entry. So I'm gonna mark it out. All right. But for us to sell off 50 points, it's gonna be a little bit of a stretch here. But the problem is either we get the setup or no setup, because if we push up 40 more points to create a new gap here, guys, look what happens, right? 40 points, we're gonna be 10 points away from the price target. All right. So we don't want to do that. We want to be entering at the lowest point possible. All right. So let's see what we can work with. All right. Maybe a chop for a few minutes will be maybe a good sign that we're losing momentum. Yeah, of course. That I mean, we do want to see that, of course. Um, but it might take some time, some time for sure. You sound, bro. I'm feeling amazing, bro. Anyways, yeah, ES on the other hand is looking like it's getting a little bit weaker. Um, Off of this London high, which is a really good sign. But NQ on the other hand, it's kind of like, I mean, it seems like it wants higher. But let's give it a few minutes. Let's see what it wants to do. If we seek higher, obviously we'll look to take longs. But if we seek lower, then we'll look to take an inverse off of this 5 minute right down here. All right, it just might take some time because we need to see a over 100 point sell off, which could take some time. Now, if we get straight selling, it shouldn't really be too long. But you know, I mean, it could take some time. It could take a few minutes for sure. You got a trade already? No, no, no. I mean, I'm sure, bro. Trust me, you will know if I got a trade or not. But let's see. Now, ES, another green to red candle here, off this London high, which once again is what we want us to see with our weakness here. You know, what I mean, losing momentum and everything. But either way, we still have to wait some time because we need to inverse this down here just to get a valid trade. Um, so yeah, that could take some time for sure. Now, as much as I would want to take long, I mean not longs, shorts from this, I'm just not going to just because you have a whole 50-minute for value up to worry about. You know what I mean? Like we can bounce off anywhere in this range. And if you enter at the complete top, you know what I mean, you can get in a very bad position there. So I mean, if you guys want to do it and add some risk, I'm not saying that it's bad because technically everything is lining up. I mean, we're getting the rejection, the dual sweep, the selling pressure into the inverse, which does look good. Don't get me wrong. It's just it could be better. You know what I mean? It could be better. It's just gonna take some time. All right. But if that's what you guys want to do, obviously go ahead and take the risk. Me personally, I'm probably gonna wait, just wait for this one down here. Now we are getting slight selling. It's not the strongest. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Not, definitely not the strongest here, but we are getting it. So you know what I mean? Can we really complain? Exactly. More than half of the candle is a wick though. Exactly. It still is technically a fair value gap because you still have this gap here. It's just not the best looking one. So like I said, if you guys do want to take it at your own risk, I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. Total of 40% GPI. Dude, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. I'm actually looking for my long term. I'm looking to trade this one right here. I'm sure you guys read it. It's not like it's just really risky. That's the thing. Because it's super volatile. But it's not a horrible investment. I might add into this long term. They have dividends coming out in about 2 days from now. Yeah, the 21st on the 23rd. So we'll see how that goes. If it comes out good, I'll get into it for next month. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, guys, if anything, we can always look to take if the mark. Oh wait, it's 10 a.m. We might get a little bit of an unexpected push here. What's a short entry? We don't have one yet. We don't have one yet. In fact, we're actually looking for something down here. But what I was gonna say, guys, is we don't technically have to wait for this one down here if we do get the selling signal. Because what could happen is if we get a very strong selling candle, we can look to trade off a new fair value gap off a retracement, and then we take it back to the downside. All right, but so far we're kind of just chopping up here. We did have the 10 a.m. candle, which you guys know usually is very volatile. It just spikes up just because it wants to. So it just put us back in square one, but it doesn't really mean much. We can always reject right back down. All right, but what I'm trying to say is if the market can reject 40 points to a downside here, like this, we could still take instead of waiting for this to get inversed, we could take a fair value gap trade off of this new one if it forms. Do you get what I'm saying? So we could definitely do that. Also, that's a very nice green to red. I mean, yeah, green to red candle there. Really, really nice. It seems like NQ is starting to get weak, a little bit more weaker than ES is, as you guys see right here. Look at the difference. Which is also a very good sign because you know you guys know we're trying to trade NQ. So the weaker NQ is, the better. All right. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really hoping for it. I mean, I don't really care if we get a continuation model or not to the downside. But it will be a little bit better just for an entry, just so we can enter a little bit earlier. You know what I mean? Before the market does whatever it wants to do. So yeah, yeah. So far, it's looking. What the? Uh, what the hell is this, bro? I think Trump is speaking. Right? The fuck is this? Bro, what? Wait, let me check what's happening. One sec, guys. Let me see. Hold on. What? Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. I has to do something with Trump most likely. Let me see here. Nothing. Trade deal with UK. Apparently, I'm not seeing anything here on my news thing. Let me refresh. Maybe something came up here. Oh yeah, right here. EU prepares trade proposal for the US to steer momentum into talks. Oh, okay. Well, that was something. That was something. Um, I mean, well, it doesn't really mean much if the market is back to where it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the people that are probably wondering why the hell did we pump up and sell off so quick, here it is, guys. Here's the news. So EU prepares trade proposal for the US. So pretty much something about tariffs. All right, guys. Pretty much something about tariffs. But it seems temporary because not much is really happening here. But yeah, that was really unexpected. Well, that pretty much kind of ruined the whole selling momentum that we were getting. So rip to that, you know what I mean? Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully, really, really hoping it doesn't lead us to chop out throughout the entire day just because of that. Um, really, really hoping that's not the reason we chop out today. Yeah, we also just barely missed the Asia high, which is really annoying as well. Because now we still have to worry about it. Where did you read the news? I use this Twitter account. It's pretty much just Bloomberg. On Twitter, right here. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much. There's not much we can really work with now. Now that we got this really this news pump here. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but green to red will be crazy. Well, the problem is when this new type of news coming out, the market might be priced in for today. So there's a I'm not gonna say a pretty high possibility. Why wasn't it on Forex Factory? Because it's not something that was expected. It's just something that just comes out unexpectedly. You know what I mean? The EU is like, hey guys, we wanna do a trade proposal. You know what I mean? It's not something that we can really expect. Yeah, pretty much breaking news. Exactly. But yeah, the problem is, guys, with this, there's a possibility where we start chopping out here. Not something we expected, of course. You guys know it's unexpected news. But the thing is you guys obviously saw we pushed up, we sold off, and now we're not doing anything. Why is that? Well, main reason being is probably because the market is priced in now to the current news that's going on right now. All right, you guys know Monday, Tuesday, and today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and today we have zero news. All right, and if the market has nothing to look forward to moving, then it's probably gonna stay where it's at. That's the problem. All right, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I'm not saying we're gonna chop out just yet, but probably expect it very, very soon. You know what I mean, now if we can get this candle to break below it, we should be back to our, you know what I mean, our bias. But for now, it's trading in this range. Bro, what can I do if I made 1345 on my PA account? Um, do you have a trading stop loss or no? If no, I would say try losing some. Um, I would say try to lose like 300. Keep it at like the 1K range because usually, from what I've seen, if you make 1K for at least one day, they still approve your payout. No, don't lose it. Oh yeah, if you it's up to you if you want to, because there's still a slight chance where you can get your payout denied. I have a friend. His name is Zaim. And he gets it denied most times because of that. So be careful. Be careful. Yeah, exactly. You're just gonna need more for a payout. So instead of requesting at the 53.6K range, it's gonna be a little bit higher. So if you want to do a little bit more work or just trade a little bit more, you can always do that. How much I need to request a uh yeah, 54.6K. It used to be 53.6, but now that's for the minimum. No, there isn't. There's no limit on top step. No. What stands for what? For the 30% rule, the consistency rule. Do you recommend? Yeah, of course, bro, guys. Yeah, request a payout whenever you want. There's no recommendation as to when you should request a payout. When does the trailing stop go or the trailing draw stop? It stops at 51 or 52.6k. My bad. David, should I recharge my last two combines? Wait, what? Should I recharge? What does that mean? Should I recharge my last two combines or cancel them and trade on 3 XFAs? You could do all of them at once, if anything. Just copy trade them. Oh, let me see. They're in slight profit. I could full port instead of the rebill. It's up to you. It's up to you. There's no right way in going about it. If that's you think we'll retrace back into the Asia high, with this news coming out, it's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, the market is kind of priced in now. Now that we had this reaction here, it's really hard to tell whether the market wants higher or lower. Practically no one can no one can really read this. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Um, we'll see though. We'll see. So far, everything is kind of out of control here. Obviously, you guys know it was really unexpected. Not much we could do. There's not much, and no one in the world could have read that. So now it's just wait to see if we chop out in this range or if you want to seek higher or lower. All right. Yeah. So far, in my opinion, trading in this data high or data low is going to be more of a gamble. I would rather just avoid it until we break out. All right. Obviously, I'll prefer we break out to the downside, but whatever happens, we can trade with. All right. We're just gonna have to wait it out a little bit. Breaks to downside for long? No, no, no. It's just to get a bias. What did Trump say? No, Trump didn't say anything. It's the EU. EU is preparing trade deals for tariffs. So pretty much just preparing for the Trump thing. Or like tariffs, Trump tariffs. You know, he's gonna speak about it and do deals and all that stuff. David, how do you make your rectangles go forever to the right? You do right click them, go to style, and just click extend to the right. $20 sell off. This is only 20 points? No way. Bro, I'm not 30 points. I was about to say that does not look like a 20-point sell off here. But let's see. Like I said, I'm gonna be back to being bearish. If price is able to hold below this data low down here, I'll probably have something to work with. But so far, like I said, I'm not gonna be trading anything inside of this range down. Pretty much right here. This data high, data low. Not gonna be using it whatsoever. Which like, yeah, the one down here. I want to trade off something down here. Can we look for longs from the data if the data low holds? Well, you really want to have a setup to really work with. So it depends what strategy you use. So for red cap, you're looking for it. There's no issues being that it's in a huge. No, I'm looking for this one down here. So it will inverse both the 15, the 5 and 15 minute. I want to see this one down here get inversed. Let me delete this so I don't spark any confusion. But I'm really hoping that price does not consolidate in this range here. I'm really hoping it doesn't. I mean, it seems like it doesn't want to, but it's going to be really hard to tell until we break out of this range right down here, this level right here. So I'm hoping we get more of a sell-off to the downside here, but we'll see. No, SVM. This is the fair value gap that we created like right now. We created like what, like 40 minutes ago on the 5 minute. AM has been shitty lately. Yeah, bro. Really, the AM session has been really bad lately. I completely agree with you. But you know, the market has its cycles. It comes, it goes. Today it could be bad. Tomorrow it could be amazing. You know, who knows? Do you think that as soon as the market opens, you can go longs and shorts depending on how the market looks? Well, you could, but it depends what the overnight session is telling you. You can't just gamble it. You know what I mean? If we bounce off the 5 minute for value gap, would you look? Actually, probably yeah, probably. Because we're also gonna be bouncing off a 15-minute gap here, and we never took out this Asia high. The problem is you can probably expect some chop here, like just like this, because like I said, price is priced in. Everything that happened today with news and everything is pretty much why price is sitting at this range and not really doing much here. So like I said, I'm not saying that we're gonna chop just yet, but expect it. You know, what I mean, be open to the market chopping up soon. I just don't. I personally don't want to go another day staying cash. If I have to, I will. But I mean, I haven't traded since Thursday, so I'm trying to put something out there. You know what I mean? But obviously, if the market's not giving me anything to kind of work with, then it's gonna be a little bit hard. But we'll see. But for now, it's kind of hard to get more of a read here. For now, let me move this for value gap up here, just so we can focus on the 15 minute. No rush, no sell, no trade. 100%. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's the longest you've gone without a trade and why? Well, obviously market chop, and I'm pretty sure the longest I've gone without a trade was a week, a whole week straight, no trades, no nothing. It literally got to the point that I remember on a Thursday, I just completely called it. But yeah, I've gone pretty much the longest I've gone without a trade is like on purpose. Obviously because the market was not giving me a reason to trade was a week straight. So markets opened on Monday, markets closed on Friday, zero trades for me, and then the next week I came back to trading. Let me see. Thanks, David. Have a good day, guys. I'm attached to my plan, leaving the charts once I win and done. Oh yeah, bro. Go enjoy your day, bro. Go enjoy your day. Now, guys, like I said, from the looks of it, yeah, we're probably gonna be priced in a little bit here. So we're probably gonna chop out. No, I don't know if throughout the entire day or not, but yeah, that this news right here kind of messed everything up in a way. It kind of messed everything up pretty bad. Because now the market is priced into the news that's going on right now. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on just in case. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that anything is anything bad is gonna happen, but yeah, it could definitely spark up some stuff here. Yeah, the only news that came out: EU prepares trade proposals. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Right, I got here late when news dropped. The EU was just tariff talk, pretty much. Can you explain what priced in means? It's pretty much where price is supposed to be at with all the current economy news and everything that's going on in the world. obviously price is supposed to average out with everything that's going on. Now, if we don't have any more news for the day and price already did its reaction with the news, that means that price it's where it's supposed to be at, meaning that it doesn't really have a reason to go any higher or it doesn't have a reason to go any lower. I mean, it's just frozen. All right, until something new comes out. All right, and yeah, tomorrow we do have news coming out, so you know, what I mean, it's probably gonna move. But yeah, that's pretty much what priced in means. So you guys remember, for example, you guys remember when Trump had that at 3 in the morning, he did that like that speech where it pushed up the markets. You see how the markets chopped up for a whole week straight. Why? Because for that entire week we didn't have a single news come out, meaning that price it's where it's supposed to be at, meaning that it doesn't have a reason to move any higher or lower until something new comes out. All right, and then obviously when something new came out, we pushed up and we went down and a lot of stuff. All right, so yeah, and pretty much speaking, if you guys look at the daily time frame, we're pretty much still stuck in the same range. We have not moved on the daily time frame. We haven't moved anywhere, in fact. So we're pretty much still priced in. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. But for now, it's gonna be a little bit hard to get a trade setup going for the morning. Speaking from what we're seeing now, because obviously it's just really chopped up here. But like I said, if we either break above this higher low, I'll be able to get more of a read in the market. But if we're trading inside of this choppy range, I really can't do anything here. All right, so obviously give me and yourself some time in the markets, see what's gonna form, and then we go from there. For what news is the market waiting to move? Anything, anything. It could be a report. It could be Trump speaking. It could be news like the EU doing trade deals, stuff like that. Literally anything could move the market. It could be war, God forbid. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, obviously, if you look at the news calendar, you guys know the EU one was unexpected. So no one expected that, right? So no one could have caught that. But if you look at Forex Factory in terms of reports, we don't really have anything to really work with here. You guys know this whole week. Apparently, Trump was speaking yesterday at 3 p.m. But other than that, nothing really happened here. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, no news. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow we have PMI, which could move the markets. We have both PMI and home sales, and on Friday we have home sales again. All right, so Thursday and Friday should move. All right, but yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you know, what I mean, it shouldn't be. Blast, I already reset and keep getting the bro. The live is not delayed, bro. You're literally you're in here right now, bro. It's not delayed. It's not delayed. I don't know. I don't know why you're saying it's delayed. It's real time. If you're in the premium, it's real time. The YouTube is delayed. Now, if you're on YouTube, then yeah, it's delayed. But if you're typing here in the premium, bro, you're good. You're good. Homestead should be a red folder. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why it's considered an orange folder. It's more volatile than most red folders. Blast. Wait, no. Does someone here captured 150K accounts? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me see. But ever since I have been viewing day trading for long term, I don't mind seeing cash ever because it's better than. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Less is more. Think about it like that. Less is more. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to say cash today just yet, but you know what I mean? I mean, look at what's going on. What time frame we're on the 5 minute? But yeah. I don't know what that is. Oh, Hawkeye. Oh, oh. What does that stand for? Oh. Open, low, high, close. I don't really know how to trade it. You would have to explain to me. Open, low, high, close. How tall was that jump? Like 15 feet, I think, around there. It's basically catching the daily candle early. Yeah, but what does that mean? What does it mean catching the daily candle early? See you in the afternoon. Hey, bro, peace out, bro. Peace out, peace out. Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, because everyone was doing something, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, I'm look. No lies to you, bro. I've never done a backflip in my life. In my life, bro. It took me 3 times. The first time I fucking belly flopped in front of my face, bro. And then I tried again. I got a little bit better. And then the third time, I wasn't really scared of it anymore, and I just did it. Catching the manipulation of the. Oh yeah, I don't know what that means, bro. Are you a crypto trader? No, I am not. No, I don't do crypto. I don't do crypto. I'm sure you guys know this. If you guys have been with me for any time now, I don't like crypto because look, the way it works is in the crypto markets, you guys see the good only. For every millionaire that's made, about 10,000 plus people lost their accounts. All right. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not really talking long term. I still don't like long term because the crypto market is heavily manipulated, and heavily manipulated. I do not like crypto because of that. It's just I don't know. For long term, I know it could be really good for long term. It's just not super stable in my opinion. I'd rather do something like I don't know, just something anything else. But in terms of meme coins and all that stuff, I will never touch that. Not even with this 10-foot pole. So yeah, no, I don't like big not Bitcoin. Crypto in general. I think we're topping out. Yeah, I mean it's what we're expecting. It's pretty much priced in right now. David, what do you think about the 30-minute fair value gap forming? It's smarter than the 15-minute one though. Let me check it out. Oh yeah, no, we don't really have one. It's the same one as yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But it's we're probably not even gonna see it today. Um, I've seen so many people breaking their backs doing this. Doing what? Trading? Wait, what? Breaking the backs doing what? Uh, oh, flipping. I mean, bro, it was water, bro. Now, the worst thing I could put that could have possibly happened is I bet he flopped, which it did happen in front of my face, bro. That shit hurt, but it was fun. David, I'm 1K away from passing my first eval. Should I keep sizing? Yeah, bro. I mean, if it's working, bro, keep it going. Look, if something's not broken, why fix it? You know what I mean? If you're doing good and you're really close to it, just keep doing it. Was it bearable? Yeah, it was fine. I can't with another day of this PA, bro. Ah, man. I mean, I don't know what more to tell you. Um, it's just choppy. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. That's normal. That's normal. Just ignore them. Look, if guys, if anyone with my name adds you guys, it's fake. Look, I in general, I don't even have time to respond to anyone's DMs, let alone send you a friend request and ask you if you're trading crypto. You know what I mean? I look, in all honesty, I just do not have time. You know what I mean? I don't. I have way more stuff to worry about, than you just trading crypto. Yeah. So yeah, be careful. Like I said, for everyone in here, whether you're on YouTube or and that goes to any name. It could be anyone's name that you're in a trading Discord with. Um. So yeah, just don't fall for that. It's pretty hard to. It's pretty easy to tell that it's a scam. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, for the amount of time that they put into getting into scamming people like that, bro, just get a job, bro. Like, oh, by the way, guys, ES is finally breaking out of this low here. Let's see if NQ is able to break out of this data low down here. I'm really hoping it can, so we can get more of a move anywhere, to get more of a trade going. But so far, it's super choppy. Yep, and we're back to chop. Yeah, guys. Okay, look, at least I can tell you guys. You know what I mean? We expected it. We expected the chop. It usually always happens when the market does this unexpected news. It always chops out. Always. I really wanted to get you guys a trade today, man. But maybe the PM. Maybe the PM. See, we're getting December volume. Yeah, bro. The AM session lady has not been good. Hasn't even been an hour. Well, typically in the first hour of the market is known as the most volatile hour of the market. So if the first hour is very choppy, just imagine how the PM session is gonna go. I have a feeling we're gonna go up. Oh, bro, we do not trade off feeling, bro. We trade off what we see, and so far we are seeing absolutely nothing. So I'm not searching anything for now until we break out of something. No, I mean for real though. I mean, it's how it is. It's how it is. I made profits in my PA account, but I sized in a lot when I was down. Will my payout get rejected? No, you should be fine. You should be fine. We should be fine. But yeah. And from what I'm seeing, none of my friends have caught anything either today. So we're not the only ones in this choppy market. David, how long did it take for you to become fully profitable trading futures? Actually, for trading futures, I really came to the market slightly profitable. And by slightly, I mean obviously I didn't really understand how futures worked, so it took me some time to really understand it all. But in terms of a strategy and understanding the markets in general, I kind of already understood it. So I traded options for about 2 years. Every single day for 2 years, I made a living off options, and then I just tried out futures. I really liked it. I got hooked. Obviously, it took me like a few months to kind of get used to everything, but other than that, I kind of already understood it. Like I had my motto and everything already worked out. Let me see. I opened the 1 minute time frame and closed it right back down. Let me see. Oof. Oh hell no! Yeah, I'm closing that shit. Let's pretend that we never saw it. Okay. Did you have a mentor? No, and that's kind of where I messed up a little bit. Now it depends. Look, everyone has their own opinions on mentors. Obviously, we're gonna set aside the gurus, right? We're not gonna focus on those people. We're gonna focus on the people that actually are dedicated to teaching you guys. All right, guys. Now, if you have the money for a mentor, I would 100% suggest it. Obviously, do your research and make sure you choose the right one. Don't choose a guy that's flexing a car or how much money he has or whatever. That's not how it works. All right. Show someone that's showing off their consistent model every single day on every market condition. All right. But look, if you guys have the money to invest into it, 100% do it. And the reason I'm saying that is, guys, look, if you don't invest into a mentor, obviously I'm not saying that you can't master trading. It's just gonna take a lot longer, right? Because you have to find your own mistakes, you have to fix it on your own, and obviously, you know what I mean, just do everything on your own, right? Which could take a lot of time because you know what I mean, you gotta practice the consistency. But if you get a mentor, it could cost you some money. But remember, time is money. You know how people say that time is money. That's pretty much what that concept applies to. All right, you pay someone to teach you, you pay someone experienced to teach you, and they pretty much help you review all your mistakes and get everything a lot faster. All right, that's pretty much how it works. All right, so yeah, it can go both ways. You save yourself the money, but you don't save yourself the time. It can take a lot longer to become profitable. Or you pay the money and you save yourself the time and you become profitable slightly quicker. All right, and yeah, you just do it like that. So it's all up to you. It's all up to you. And chart talk, guys, we are still chopping out quite a bit. What was your favorite about your vacation, bro? Not looking at the charts, bro. You don't understand how good it felt waking up and just not having to open up the charts, bro. It was amazing, bro. I You guys don't understand, bro. When are we calling it, bro? If we continue in this range right here, probably soon until the PM, if the PM even moves. Yeah, this market is not tradable thanks to this candle right here, pretty much. But we'll see. I'm gonna give the market a slight bit more time. If it doesn't work out, then we'll just come back later. Yeah, look at that. We're probably gonna reject back down. Bro. Think we might just chop. Yeah, well, that's pretty much what's happening right now. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna take a single. I'm not gonna like even get a bias until we break out of either this high up here or this low down here. These two. I'm not gonna take because right now we're trading inside of the news range, so definitely not worth trading anything here. The KP range, yeah, pretty much, man, pretty much. Now, yes, on the other hand, like Tori said, yes, it's definitely showing a lot more weakness to the downside. So, guys, if we do end up selling off a lot more, which I mean, guys, look at guys, look at ES, look at NQ, look at ES, look at NQ. I might just trade ES today. I mean, to be fair, we still have all the same confirmations. It's just come on. I mean, it's gonna take literal hours for us to even break out of this range. It seems like when ES on the other hand is not even in a range, although it is a little bit slow. Don't get me wrong. Um, if we do get more of a move here, we could definitely look to inverse this down here and then just target this objective down here at this London low. It'd be a lot easier to just work off that. Now I know we're not the biggest fans of ES, but there are certain days where ES is slightly better than NQ, and today is definitely that day. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll probably just focus on this for today because NQ. Not only do we have to sell off over 100 points, more than 100 points, to get an inverse, but we don't even have volume. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna focus on ES a little bit more here. I mean, to be fair, we're not even so far away from an inverse. We're 10 points away. That's like two candles right there, two selling candles. So yeah, um, bro, peace out, bro, peace out, peace out. What's the ES symbol for micro? MES M5, MES M5, MES M5. All right, guys. But yeah, we are selling off here, so not bad. Now NQ still stuck in the same range. I am not touching NQ today. All right, I'm good off that. I'm good off that. But yes, on the other hand, it's looking pretty bearish. I do like it. All right. Now, obviously, we would need to be a little bit more careful here with the selling, but let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out. All right, guys. Let me switch over here real quick. But yeah, now if we do take shorts here, let's see how our price target would look like. We use more of like a 5 to 6 point stop, not too bad. We could do like 20 micros, because obviously it is ES here. And our main objective would be about 9 points, so not too bad, not too bad for a trade there. And then we could just target this next low down here as well. Not a bad trade, honestly. I kind of like it a little bit more here. Obviously, well, I like it a lot more than NQ here, obviously. But yeah, I kind of do like this. Okay, where it's like what, like 5 to 6 points. Let me see how much I would be. Futures calculator. Let me see here. One sec. The thing is, we're probably still gonna chop out a little bit here because just because ES is going down does not mean it still can't chop up, because obviously NQ might be holding it back slightly. All right, guys. But yeah, what's the symbol for M? It's MES M5. All right, guys. MES M5. All right, let me see. 20. Let's just say the answer 2000. We get 6 point stop. That's actually not bad. Okay, minus 600. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So yeah, I'll just do like a 6 point stop loss. If anything, I could probably risk a little bit more. Not bad. Okay. I'll be down risking like 800 in this trade. Let me see. 20. Yeah, yeah. With ES, the sizing is a little bit different. I need to, keep that in mind. Obviously. Shouldn't. Well, if you want to do 15, do it. I'm doing based off my sizing. Remember, guys, ES is different sizing. So obviously ES moves less, but it makes more per contract. So obviously, I mean, us sizing 20 on ES not the same as us sizing 20 on NQ. It's two completely different things. So just search up futures calculator and then it'll just come up. Just click the first one that comes up. Plus, what was one of your best lessons that helped you the most when you started trading? Respect your stop loss. Respect your stop loss. And once you guys learn that less is more in the markets, that's one thing I always tell everyone. it's amazing. It's amazing because obviously there are going to be days where they're just not going to be tradable, like yesterday, for example, or like today a little bit. You know what I mean? There are going to be those days. So once you learn about that, you're going to have a whole different perspective in the market, and that's what really changes everything. So for 7 contracts on guys, okay, look, just uh use your own risk here. Just use this website, click on ES, and just play with this number until you see what you like to risk. Me personally, I'm gonna do 20 and then risk 600. That's not too bad. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we are getting a lot of green to red candles here. And also NQ's trying to break out of this range here. Quite a bit here. So let's see. Remember, we got to break below 363 here to actually get out of this range. Keep in mind, we are still slightly chopping here. But ES is looking a little bit more in momentum. You know what I mean? A little bit more momentum, a little bit more control. So we could definitely look to take something from here into the downside. And probably get something. All right, guys. Limit order? No, I don't do limit orders. Would anything happen if we traded ES? Like, not, no. I mean, no. That wouldn't really make any sense. You know? Yeah, no, we are still kind of chopping here, guys. So don't really expect the most right now. We have a setup. Don't get me wrong. We have a read and everything, which I do like. It's just the market is still chopping up here, so it can either take a lot of time for us to even get an entry, or we don't even get an entry at all today. All right, so be careful with that. You're on ES, right? Yep. For now, at least for now. Now, if we continue chopping up here, guys, then I'll probably just come back either PM or just not even touch this market because realistically, this is not good at all. I'm just trying to see if we can get more of a rejection here. And guys, the whole reason I do like ES more is obviously the momentum here, but we did sweep a lot of levels of liquidity to the upside here, and we are getting a very, very nice sweep to the downside. With selling coming in, which on the lower time frame is lower highs and lower lows, which confirms the bearish bias. So we have a DOL sweep, selling momentum, MSS model into an inverse with DOL below to the downside. So yeah. Now, the whole reason we're kind of pushing up here is mainly because of chop. You guys look at NQ, absolutely nothing's happened. We're kind of just sandwiched in between two levels. I'm just hoping that ES can kind of not do that and be a little bit different and kind of push even lower like how it was a second ago. But if we're gonna be chopping up like this, then I'm just not gonna take anything. And you guys obviously shouldn't either. Jack, just post it over in the futures and not the futures, the past funded accounts channel, so I can see it and I'll just give it to you. Plus, if we swept the session lows already, then continue. No, we haven't swept any session lows though. But let's say that if we then continue hard. Yeah, well, if you're talking about now, then not really because we haven't really taken out any lows at all today. That's why I've been a little bit more bearish. If I treat ES, how much should I size to not break the consistency rule? Just try not to make above. If the account is brand new, just try not to make above 750 or 730. Oh yeah, I know. I said if. Yeah, then if. Yeah, of course. Because obviously we won't have a reason to go any lower because the objective already got taken out. Yeah, but for today, for example, yeah, no, today it wouldn't make sense because we haven't taken out any lows. In fact, we have only taken out highs, which is why I'm looking for more downside. It just makes more sense. The thing is, it's just really hard to get a trade going because the market is so choppy. We haven't moved for the last 40 minutes. Damn, that move happened 40 minutes ago. It felt like it happened like a few minutes ago, but okay. Are the contracts the same on ES? No. On ES, I'm pretty sure you make $5 per point. And on NQ, you only make $2 per point. But the thing is, ES moves a lot slower than NQ. There's one of those trash days. Yeah, bro. This entire week has been pretty garbage. Hopefully that's not the case tomorrow and Friday, because obviously I'm trying to put something out this week, um, for you guys. At least one trade. You know what I mean? So you can make some money together. It was a perfect week to to miss a couple days, bro. Thank the Lord, bro. Yeah, man. No plus. Yeah, no. So far, nothing, man. So far, nothing from us. Guys, even if I didn't go on the trip, I still wouldn't have traded, because yesterday's market definitely not. Definitely not. Oh wait, I gotta fix this. Hold on. Let me fix my OBS stream here. Oh shit. Let me see. My bad. There you go. But yeah, I even if I didn't go on the trip, I would not have caught that. All right, let me fix this real quick. Let me move this to. Is it position? Yeah, position right here. There we go. Oh my, wait, hold on. What is the sell-off going on? What the hell? There you go. If it bounces back, I'm out of this. Same here, same here. Yeah, if we go back up into these highs up here, I'm out. No way I'm trading that. Yeah, really nice sell-off. Is NQ selling off? I mean, it's picking up a little bit more, which is always a good thing. Pig kind of ugly this week, bro. Super ugly this week, man. Super ugly. Today, look, today would have been good if the EU trade deal didn't come up, because that just ruined everything. It just made price just stay where it's at. You know what I mean? It's priced in, or at least hopefully we could have gotten into a downside. Let's see. Hopefully we can break out of this slowdown here. Once again, guys, if we push back up here, I'm kind of just gonna avoid it, because it just won't be worth trading. But if we can continue getting the selling momentum that we just got right here to the downside, then we could probably get something. It will look slightly better. So we're selling. We want to if it looks good down there. But yeah, like I'm joining the Marines. I'm going to say with this shit. Dude, it's been like 3 days, bro. It's been 3 days, and you want to join the military, bro? 3 days of bad markets. So that's what it does to us, bro. Is this ES? Yes, it is. I blew 2 XFAs, dude. It's only 2. Same way you got them, bro. Or I mean, if you can get them once, bro, you can get it again. David, how do I explain to my boss why I'm sunburned? I called off because I was sick. Oh, bro. Uh, dude, what can you say, dude? That's something that you have to ask ChatGPT, bro. Because you could probably say that. You know what I mean, just because you were sick, you felt like getting some sun, right? No, sun has vitamin what? Vitamin D, right? I guess. Yeah, you could probably just say that. Yeah, you need the doctor recommended. Yeah, exactly. Right here, right here. The doctor recommended. You went to the doctors. They said that you need more sun because you stay inside a lot, and that's why you're sick and you needed a vitamin D, right? So you stay outside to get a tan. So yeah, that should work. That should work. And if you ask any questions, just deny, deny, deny. That's what I go by. Always, bro. In life, always go by deny, deny, deny. Always, always, always. Even if you did do it, just deny it. But yeah, we're breaking out of this rage here. Let's see if we can. I'm tired. I'm not really tired. I'm just yawning. All right, we're inside of this fair value gap. We're getting more of a breakout here, and NQ on the other hand, it's still stuck in the same range. What a disappointment! What a disappointment! And we're still chopping. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, it can. It can. That's exactly what it's doing right now. Do you have stop orders? No, I don't do limit orders, guys. I do not do limit orders. Remember, this is just a trade idea that I have for now. If I don't like the volume and we inverse, I'm not gonna take it. You know what I mean? It has to look really, really good. Which for now it's like decent at best right now. You know what I mean? It's way too choppy. I mean, look at NQ. You know what I mean? This is what we're trading right now. You know what I mean? It's yeah. I mean, it'll be risky. It'll be risky, but the setup is there. I mean, there's always gonna be a risk behind the trade. How do I fix the invalid symbol on trading? If you just search up ES and just click the first one. Damn. Oh, it's just pumping. It looks like a bounce. Nah, it's a bounce covered. Like it looks like a bounce. It's just chopping up. Not much really happening here. No, I am not busy. I'm not interested in Q all day today. In fact, I'm not gonna touch on Q. But yeah, but this thing is super slow. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell about that Asia high. I mean, it's just super choppy. There's not much we can really say here that we want to see. We probably could here. I mean, we're probably gonna get a little push up here, but still super choppy. Not something I wanna. Not something I want to trade for now. Dude, this is like a like if you scan this like like a Walmart, like a fucking banana's gonna come up on the screen. That's how choppy it is, bro. It's barcoding. David, is it SMT? Yeah, no, there's a really big SMT here. Look at it right here. Yes, it's like this. It's just we can't do anything with it if the market just stays where it's supposed to stay at, you know? Nah, Nathan. No, it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. A big hit or miss. Sometimes no news days are one of the best days of the month, and sometimes they are one of the worst days of the month. Like today, for example, or yesterday, for example, as well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, bro, the markets were looking good. I agree. Until the news came out. Now that the news came out, the markets are priced into the current news that's going on. All right, and that's exactly. I literally told you guys as it was happening. I told you guys we're gonna have a little bit of a problem. We're probably gonna chop out, and it always happens. Why? Because the market just gets priced in. So throughout the entire day until a new news report comes out, it's gonna stay at exactly where it's supposed to stay because the market doesn't have a reason to go up or down. All right, it all depends on the reports. By the way, guys, for the people that are interested in long term, a little bit like sidetrack here. The report for this month on this stock right here, which is the one that I told you guys for in the long term investment channel, they're for this month they're paying $1.50 per share. I'm gonna add a lot this month. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know the charts might look ugly. Keep in mind, we're not trading this for the profits from the charts. We're just looking for the dividends, and it's not bad. $1.50 per share when it's only trading at $60. It's not bad at all. You can with like what like a 10K investment, you can average out like $200 per month. Not bad. I'm gonna do a little bit more research in the meantime, or as I get off the stream. But not so bad. Obviously, the volume in these candles are a little bit dead. Ignore that part, but I like it. I actually do like it a little bit. A Bitcoin trust, yeah, pretty much. Well, it's not really. They do more options, if anything. They do options on I mean it's based off the volume of Bitcoin, so it doesn't really technically follow it, but it does at the same time. But long term, I mean long term, I do like it because obviously I mean everyone knows how Bitcoin is going to be in the future, so yeah. Hey, Blas, have you considered adding some KP strats into your trading? The 15 orb? Nah, for me, I like my strategy just the way it is. You know what I mean? I don't want to add too much because then that ruins the bias and it just makes everything a huge mess. And that goes with any strategy. Obviously, you guys know the more things that you add to your strat, the more you're gonna be looking for, and your mind just gets out of control. Man, we're looking bullish. No, we are not, bro. We are chopping like crazy, bro. I mean, yeah, we're pumping up a little bit here, but keep in mind we're still in this range right here. But to be fair, we just did end up taking out this Asia high, so let's see what we do. Hopefully, we do something. But so far, it is straight chop. Let's see if we can hold it up. Hopefully, we can. But let's see how much of a push up was this? 30. Okay, pretty much a pretty nice gap there. Hopefully, we can get something from there on NQ instead of trading ES. ES was more for the downside trade or for the downside move. Let's see if it holds up. Let's see. Yeah, we finally took out the Asia highs. Now let's see how we react off of it. Because if we go back down, I'm completely off for the day. But if we continue going higher, then we can probably look for a continuation model from here into a little bit higher. Well, I don't have so many levels, but we can target these two up here, or maybe even the London high from what, like Monday, Tuesday. Let's see. Yeah, no, we can definitely use this for a continuation model. As long as we hold above the Asia high, we can probably seek higher. Let me take this out so you guys don't get confused. I'm looking for shorts. Yeah, this candle's gonna close in the next 30 seconds. If we can get a retracement in the next 2 5-minute candles, we can probably look to trade into the 500s. Not too bad because we are holding above it, and obviously buyers are stepping in fairly strong. So we can look to trade something from there. Yeah, yeah, okay. You still bearish? No, no, not anymore, not anymore. All right, let's go ahead and see. And if this gap doesn't end up holding, guys, I'm just gonna come back later because the volume is slow enough already. Imagine with more chop. Bro, you're good, bro. You're good. Hopefully you feel better, man. Hopefully you feel better. Yes, sir. NQ, NQ, NQ. Is this A plus? Mm, it's there. It's there. Nothing is A plus with this price, bro. We're looking for no. We want to look for longs. We just need a retracement. Are we in? No. I mean, bro, the my whole PNL is on the screen, bro. If you don't see those numbers moving, then no, I'm not in. It can't get more clear than that. Okay, there you go. Are you not looking for an inverse? This just the whole trend here is just super super bullish. We're probably gonna seek higher into the levels of liquidity above, and we tried streaming the DOL. I mean, at the Asia high, but we're just not getting anything. Here, let me move my OBS real quick. Kind of just align it. Bro, it was amazing, bro. Amazing. I'm hoping we can really get a retrace at least into 440. That's not too hard. That's like what, like 10, 15 points? Not 15 points. No more shorts? No. We're looking for longs, guys. We're looking for longs. David, should we be careful with the 15 minute for like above? Do we have one above? No, it's out of price targets though, so we're probably gonna see the price targets before we see the gap. So yeah, no, we'll be fine from that. Now that's if we even get a retracement for the entry. If we don't, then we say, guys, no, I keep saying I'm looking for longs, guys. I'm not looking for shorts. I'm not looking to take an inverse. No. So like a million times. The trend is really bullish. That's why I'm not looking for shorts. Now, if we take out this liquidity at 474 before we see a retracement, then yeah, we're probably gonna see it. Because I really want to take longs, but yeah, we took it out. I just want to see if we can get a retracement here because I really want to look for longs. We're probably gonna see higher for the entire day, just a slow grind up, just with the way the whole momentum is moving. Let me delete this so I don't mess it up. There you go. No, this is NQ. You can see about the price here. Yes, it's not worth 20,000, 21,000. I'm gonna see how we react, guys. Pretty much what I'm looking for the people wondering. I'm gonna see if we can react from this bullish rally right here. If we get more of a really strong bounce here, I'm gonna look to take longs into these highs up here. Throughout the day, it's not gonna be a quick trade for sure. Not a quick trade. We can definitely get some quick trims if anything. I like 20, 25 points, maybe 30. But I'm gonna be looking to hold it all day. I do want to see it, but we need to see if we can get a retracement into the gap first. That's if we can get a 20-point sell-off, which is not impossible, obviously. But yeah, we'll see. Now, someone did say that Bitcoin's on all-time highs. Is it actually? Oh my, jeez. Oh yeah, it probably is. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, Bitcoin just broke all-time highs. The hell? Where did this pump come from? Damn. Okay. Anyways, back to the setup. I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know. So maybe something happened. Let me kind of adjust this real quick. We keep pushing into all of these highs up here, and we're still seeking higher. It's just we don't have. It's gonna be like the when was it, guys? When we tried taking longs I think it was Thursday, right? Thursday or Wednesday last week. Same thing happened. We were just pushing up all day. We barely had a setup. And I'm trying to get something for longs here. It's just we continue pushing up higher. I'm not gonna be taking longs at the highs, obviously. That's not how I trade, but and yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it seems like prices wants to continue seeking higher. Now, someone did say on the 15-minute that we did have a fair value gap. Maybe we can use that for never mind. That is not a gap. Okay, we might have one right here. But yeah, I was about to say we might have a gap here on the 15-minute, right? You measure it out. It's 27 points. But yeah, I really do want to take longs though. I really do. Buyers are stepping in with a ton of buying pressure. Maybe we could take it off this 15-minute. That'd be horrible. It'll just be more of a chasing trap trade rather than a retracement. But I mean, with the buying pressure kicking in, yeah, exactly. The buyers do look pretty good, to be fair. So yeah, maybe we can work off that. Let's see. Let me see what I can work with here, guys. If we get very strong buying pressure above, we can look to take the inverse into these highs up here because we're probably gonna seek it later today. I mean, as we go on with the day. Let me see. Because yeah, buyers are stepping in really nice here. Let's see what we can get here. And ES also took out this level of liquidity. I just wish we could have entered off a retracement. Well, we still haven't entered, to be fair, but by the time we get a retracement, we're probably gonna see all the levels of liquidity first. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk, but let's see if we can get something here. Now, I'm not really too worried about this candle right here, although it does look like a fair value gap. It is a 27-point candle, so there's not too much of an imbalance going on there. But let's see. If we can go back into these highs up here, I'll look to take longs. All right, and if not, then oh well. I mean, but let's see what we can work with there. And on the 5-minute, yeah, we can use that to stop. Now, guys, on the 5-minute time frame, if we can get a red to green flip with the same amount of buyers that we're getting here, I'll be interested in longs. All right, guys, that's my only if. All right, that's my only if to enter. If we're able to get a red to green flip, I'll look to take longs into these price targets above. If not, then no trade. But yeah, I do like it. I really do like the upside potential. It does look really good. ES is holding up, which is a good sign. NQ should catch up fairly soon. I really need to use the bathroom, so I'm hoping we can get an entry soon so I can go use it real quick. Let's see. Or, if anything, guys, if this candle ends up holding a little bit lower for the next 2 minutes, we can also enter off this retracement right here, which if you measure it out, definitely way more. Yeah, 60 points there. So we could have two entries, either a red to green flip or a retracement into this gap in the next 2 minutes, and then we go from there. Now, I'm going to use this time to use the bathroom real quick. So, guys, I'll be back, all right? Keep in mind, I'm not in anything yet. So, yeah, of course. I'll be back. One sec, guys. right, I am back. I am back, guys. I am back. I'm back. And we come back to a recto game flip. All right, cool. Not bad. Got that. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna look to see if I can take anything here with you guys. Let's see. I'm probably gonna move my stop loss a little bit higher here, like the 80 range. All right, guys. I'm in longs. Let me try something out here. I got filled at 20. Oh shit! Yo, wait. Oh my, yo, hold on. Bro, I entered my minis. Oh shit, bro. Oh my fucking god. No way, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Dude, I entered. Oh my god, no way, bro. Guys. Oh my, no, you can't make that up, bro. No fucking way. Bro. Guys, let me see the chat. Bro. Oh my god, no way I just did that. The idea is still valid, don't get me wrong, bro. Oh my. Guys, for the people that, bro, I accidentally entered minis. Dude, you can't be fucking serious, bro. No, guys, the idea is not valid. The idea is not invalid. I accidentally got out. Well, not accidentally. I accidentally entered the wrong contracts. I'm gonna find a re-entry once again. Well, I'm in again. Bro, you can't make that up, bro. What the fuck? Dude, you can't make that up. Oh my. Guys, I entered minis by accident. How do I make such a stupid mistake like that, bro? There's no way. It's whatever. We can make it back. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Bro, that means we have to make a little bit extra on this trade. Bro, that is so... How do I make such a stupid mistake? And I panicked so by accident, bro. Dude, I feel you. The same thing happened to me today with 10 minutes. I got stuffed out in 1 second. Bro, no way, bro. So stupid, bro. Whatever. Let me set my stop loss at this low right here. I'm gonna set my stop loss at 78. That's the fair value gap low on the 5-minute. Dude, that is so dumb, bro. Oh my gosh. It's whatever, guys. We'll bounce back. Yeah, I've been there, done that. It's not the first time it's happened to me on stream. It's just mistakes happen. But this was a costly mistake, as you guys can obviously see. And I panic sold 1 second before it bounced up. Bro, that is so dumb, bro. Oh, man. Wow. That's what happens when I take a 5-day break from the charts, bro. I traded the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Guys, by the way, I know it might have seemed like I got out. It doesn't mean that I'm fully out of the trade. I just re-entered on the right contracts. Bro, that is so stupid. Dude, I could have blown my account in like 0.3 seconds there, bro. Thank God I realized. I'm like, wait, how am I down 100, 800, 700? And I realized, and I'm on NQM5 instead of MNQM5. Oof, dude, holy, good thing I caught that. I don't even care about the little mistake there, bro. I could have blown my accounts there in 0.2 seconds right there. But yeah, anyways, guys, my new fill is 511 then. Wow, bro. That could have been hectic. All right. Let me go ahead and fix this up real quick. Bro, I know you guys are probably laughing right now, bro. I mean, bro, we there's not much to do but laugh it off. You know what I mean? There's not much to really do but to laugh it off. We'll see how this holds up with the chop. Now, I wouldn't laugh at that. No, well, bro. Nah, bro. It's not really big. I'm not tripping, guys. Don't worry. That's what we do, bro. Nah, but hopefully you guys are still in the trade with me. I'm still in. Don't. The stop never got hit. I just traded the wrong contracts. Little mistake for me. Oh yeah, let me alert it real quick. Complete, dude. My mind is racing right now because of that, bro. That could have ended so bad, bro. Nah, but if you break the highs, we should make. This is now even if we hit the price targets, I really won't be as much as I want it to be up today if the trade does end up hitting. How many minis? Dude, I answered 10 minis by accident, bro. 10 minis, bro. I meant to do 10 micros like the usual, but no mistake there. Low misclick. Put out diamond longs real quick. Yeah, that could have been really fucking bad. It could have been worse than what it is. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that could have, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's see how this ends up holding up, guys. Is there a trading journal on top step? No, it's end of day. End of day. Imagine it would have shot up 10 points right away. It did. It did. Literally, as I clicked sell, as I sold it, it pushed up. Hey, Blast, you should add a channel that sends blooming tweets too. Or Bloomberg, not blooming. Bloomberg. Yeah, I think I know how to set it up. It's pretty easy. You just add a Twitter bot. Are you using TradeAway to answer? Yeah, TradeAway is my broker. Yes. Now, a part of me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna expect more of a pullback here for a slight second. Into this 5 minute gap right here. If this doesn't end up holding up, then obviously I'll just get out of the trade. But yeah, if you guys are seeing a little bit red, don't stress out. It's just we're getting a 5 minute retracement into this gap here. I didn't want to kind of enter off that, but I'm just gonna enter off. Oh, I entered off the 15 minute inverse. But yeah, dude, that is so annoying, bro. Wow, bro. Wow, that is a very costly mistake that I just had. Very costly mistake. Blas, can you tell me the difference when it comes to drawdown with Apex and Top Step? I'm kind of struggling to let runners go with Apex because of the drawdown. Yeah, Apex is not really for nah, bro, don't be so bro, it'll be fine, bro. Don't worry. It's a mistake on my end. I did it, you know what I mean? But with Top Step, what's it called? It's end of day drawdown. So you can hold runners. You don't have to worry about, the trade going red and you possibly going red, and you know what I'm saying? With Apex is unrealized trading drawdown, which is a little bit annoying, but they all have their pros and cons. But yeah, Top Step, you can hold runners without worrying about your drawdown going down. Because it's end of day drawdown. So when the day ends, then it counts towards the drawdown. But with Apex, it's unrealized drawdown, meaning that if the trade is up 500 and you go down 200, you're going to be down $200 in drawdown, pretty much. So yeah. Which is so yeah, but I mean they all have their pros and cons. At the same time, Apex you can copy to 20 accounts. With Top Step you really can't. Yeah, I mean it's a whole deal. It's a whole deal. But to be fair, the drawdown thing is not really a thing forever. It kind of freezes after you make 2.6K on the account. Ah man, dude, I'm so annoyed, guys. I know I laughed it off, but bro, at the same time, man, Dude, I gotta watch the stream back. Ah, dude, that is so annoying. Nah, but we can make it back. I'm not tripping. I'm trying just not gonna take scales myself. If you guys obviously want, you can take scales when I'll tell you guys when to. But me personally, I'm gonna have to make that back, bro. Because if this is a winning trade, bro, bro, damn, happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us, guys. Yeah, we're oh my wait, I didn't even realize we're at 5:30 already. Look, here I would have guys, if you guys haven't look, oh my god. If you guys haven't already, I would look to take some trails here. I'm personally not going to because I have some debt to make back from today. But guys, yeah, we are seeing a very nice push up here. So not bad to take some trims here. All right, guys, not too bad. All right, guys, we are currently up 25 points. Ah man, I'm so annoyed. I mean, we're only down 400 on the day, so we could probably make that back as well. But man, that is annoying. But yeah, that was a pretty. Hopefully, you guys, let me know in the chat if you guys got at least some skills there. Now, I know everyone's entry might be a little bit different. It could be in the 20s. It could be in the 11s. I personally got 11 because obviously I had to re-enter. But you guys let me know in the chat, bro. Guys, I don't trade for 5 days and I'm already all over the place, bro. Oh man. 518. Okay, cool. I would have trailed there, but I really can't. Now, guys, after if we see okay, so if we see, I would say 35 points on this trade. So let's say I entered around okay, so we entered around like the 510 to 518 range. I'm seeing a lot of 518s, maybe 520. So it's like a 10-point range, guys. If we see 545 to 555, move your stop loss to break even. So around the 545 and 555 range, break even. All right, guys, that's what I want to see. So once again, if price pumps up about 10 more points, 10, 15 more points, and we see 545 or 555, move your stops to break even. All right, guys. If you got a lower entry, move your stops at 545. If you got a higher entry like 520, move your stops to break even after we see 555. All right, guys. But for now, if we're trading in this range right here on the 535 range, consider taking some scales off. All right, guys. Not a bad spot. Now I know maybe some of you guys might have gotten a little bit of a bad entry, or not a bad entry, but a little bit higher entry. Then obviously you can always look to what was I gonna say? Dude, I completely lost blanked out. But yeah, not a bad spot to scale some out there. Oh man, that is so tilting, bro. Guys, we would have been up so much money right now, bro. I can't be mad at myself though. I just didn't realize. I accidentally turned my last contract. Nah, but you're good. You good? Who, me? Or are you talking to someone else? Just join down. How you down, bro? Dude, I don't want to talk about it, bro. Energy, bro. I enter longs, and it's instead of entering on MNQM5, I entered on NQM5. For some reason, I have NQ on my chart, and I entered 10 minis instead of 10 micros by accident. And I panicked and I sold because, dude, if that would have dumped, I would have blown my account, and I'm not trying to do that. All right, so I took a little L, and then I re-entered longs with 10 micros. So no, we didn't have a losing trade. We didn't have a red trade. We didn't have anything. It's just I made a really stupid mistake on my bro. Dude, it happens to all of us, bro. It happens to all of us, bro. But dude, it could have ended worse. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that at least, you know what I mean, we can make it back. If we see the price targets, we can definitely make it back. So like I said, if we see 545, I'm moving my stop loss to break even. I'm just gonna hold 10 micros throughout the day as it goes higher. Ah, dude, that is. I'm glad I caught myself though. Let me check up the YouTube chat. Let me see what they're saying. They're probably fucking going crazy. Someone said rip. It happens, bro. It happens. It's whatever. Yeah. By the way, guys, did you guys get scales there? No scales. Well, come on, guys. We literally saw a good push up there. Now, I'm not saying we can't see higher, but you know, what I mean, we're probably gonna get a very slow grind up to the upside, which is what we are expecting, but it's gonna be very, very slow. But we'll see how the market treats us. I had M and Q, but for some reason my chart reset and I entered 10 minis. Bro, the same thing happened to you, bro. I mean, it's happened, guys. What hasn't happened to me on stream, guys? One time, instead of me getting stopped out, I bought more contracts. I mean, bro, everything has happened to me. It rarely happens, but mistakes do happen. I'm just hoping that we don't chop up too much on the 5 minute here. Like I said, I'm not expecting a big push up to the upside. I'm expecting the price targets eventually, but I'm expecting a very slow grind up into higher. Very, very slow grind up. At least into 562. And I want to move my stop loss to break even at 545. So I can hold this without, you know what I mean, risking too much. But yeah, man, that is. You know, to kind of clear my mind. Volume's 9. No, it's like that, bro. Like I said, if we're gonna go higher, it's gonna be a very slow grind up. So this trade is probably gonna be in the. It's gonna take a long time, very, very long time, very, very long time. But we'll see how that goes. Remember, if this ends up holding up, we're probably gonna get a pullback into this 5 minute gap here, if anything. But guys, if this does end up holding up, we're probably gonna have to trade this past PM session. All right, if we want to see the price targets, definitely gonna be past PM session. Nah, bro, Adele, I'm holding to my price targets. That's why I trade. Shot 48. You got to enter at 48.88. Oh no, not yet, not yet. We haven't seen that. Can you request a pay on Apex? Who, me or in general? Yeah, bless. I'm down to my. I'm done. Next week I'm fine here, bro. In general, after you've traded 8 days of profit, so $50 plus profit, and you need to have hit the profit goal on the account, which is minimum 53.6K on the accounts. So those two requirements to get a payout, and then you should be good. You bless. I was in Uber for school. Can I still enter now? Possibly. Yeah, I would say try to wait for this 5 minute candle to flip from red to green, and yeah, you could probably look for a re-entry. We're still stuck at the same range, so yeah. 50 point. No, I said 53, 53.6K. Do you have to trade all 8 days? No, you need a total of 8 days, not 8 days in a row. Just total 8 days with 50 plus profit. If you make 2.6K, you have an L. Does it go back to drawdown? Do you have this? No. After after the accounts go above. Okay, look. If you have a 50K account, for example, and the account goes above $52,600, the drawdown freezes. So as long as the account never goes below $50,100, it'll be good. Let's see if we get the retracement right here. Like I said, if we're able to hold above this 5-minute gap, we should be good to go. But yeah, like I said, guys, this trade is probably gonna take a very long time, very very long time. I got a late. How the hell did you get an entry at 5:30? How did you get an entry at 5:30, bro? What did you do, bro? Yeah, how? Hesitated, bro. Too much, bro. Damn, you gotta fix that, bro, a little bit. 5:30 is great. 5:20 was a little late. 5:30 is insane. Jeez. Yeah, man. Yeah. Be careful with that hesitation, but I think can do more bad than good. I mean, if you have an entry model, just take it. But waiting that long is way too much. Because keep in mind, we inverse the fair value gap at 5:13. So yeah, be careful with that type of hesitation. That can do more bad than good. Which is stop loss at 78. So below the 5-minute gap, pretty much below this gap right here. Pimo, bro, you guys don't understand, bro. I would barely be down anything if it wasn't for that stupid mistake I did. Oh, that's gonna be a little annoying to get across this week. Across this week. Powell 7. I got 511, bro. Was there a reason you entered? What was the reason you entered this? Yeah, just the inverse. We have a very very bullish trend on the higher time frame. We inverse this 15-minute gap, and we still have room to go higher. So, and we had a really good amount of buying pressure. So right now it's kind of like a consolidation phase. But yeah, like I said, guys, this trade is probably gonna take a very long time. So we're gonna have to stay on this live for some time now. All right, guys. Yeah, hopefully you guys were able to get some skills over at the 535 range. I wanted to see 540 or 545. But maybe we see it in once. I don't know. I don't even know when, because with this volume, it's gonna take forever. But we'll give it its time. Yeah, we're about to retrace into this 5-minute gap. So yeah, we're pretty much in there already. Let me delete this right here. I did see someone saying that they wanted to enter around the 480 range. Like 48 would be beautiful. I would have entered there as well. It's just a little bit too late now that I got the entry. I don't want a DCA. I'm scared of the sweep. Well, if it holds up, wait, what level are you talking about? What sweep are you talking about? Because currently we're holding above all of them. So look, if you guys didn't find an entry off the inverse and you guys wanted to find an entry right here or a re-entry, well, depending on whatever you guys want to do, I would say look for about an entry around like above 5. If we were able to break above 515 again, an entry there wouldn't be bad off the 5-minute fair value bounce. It would just be another shot at it. Yeah, both ES and NQ are kind of holding this. What are we targeting? I want to see 545. So around this range right here to move my stops to break even. 545, guys. 545. That's what I want to see. Ah, bro, that retracement was literally beautiful. Dude, there's so much, guys. There's so many mistakes going on today. Give me a little bit of a break. I mean, I'm getting back, from the vacation. But man, that loss really. Oh man. Nah, everyone in here should be green though. Just ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Let's see, bro. Last this holiday, bro. Just ignore me. You know what I mean? Secretly raging. I'm just more bothered than anything. You know what I mean? If the thing is, I don't even know. Let me take out NQ here. One sec. Yes, I would like to remove this from my workspace, guys. I don't even know why I have NQ on my tabs up there, bro. I never even trade it. I don't even know why I have it, bro. Oh man, that is annoying. But it's fine. I mean, if the trade hits the price target, we'll be green, just slightly green. Once again, guys, we want to see 562, but we want to see 45 first, so we can move our stops to break even, and then we just go from there. All right, guys. Let me see. Too late to enter? Not really. No. I mean, as long as this candle is able to hold up green right now, obviously it is a little bit choppy. We are holding above this 5 minute gap here, so not a horrible. I would say once again, if we're able to flip this candle from red to green, into like the 520 range would be fairly good. Like 517, 520 won't be too bad of a re-entry if you guys haven't entered. Because keep in mind, we are holding this 5 minute gap on ES. We're holding this 5 minute gap on NQ. We're bouncing from it. We're holding above the inverse, and the trend is fairly bullish, and we do have room for higher. So, in my opinion, everything is lining up pretty good. It's just really, really slow, a really slow market. So, expect pullbacks here and there that might scare you a little bit. But as long as we hold above this 5 minute gap, we should be good. All right, guys. So yeah, bro. Price is moving as slow as fuck. I'm gonna set it to break even as soon as I can. Yeah, like I said, I'm personally gonna do like 540 maybe, because I do agree with you. It is very, very slow. So yeah, 540 is my break even price. I just hope we don't chop for too long, guys, or chop down into our stop loss. That would be the worst feeling. Not only did I make that really stupid mistake, but getting chopped out into the stop is horrible. Bro. Um. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm on TikTok right now. Bro. The Put this down a little bit. I don't want you guys to get bothered by that. By the way, did anyone enter off the 5 minute gap? This one right here. Me? I did. Damn, a lot of you guys did. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not too bad at all. It's just so choppy. So slow. 93 fill. Damn, that's a good ass fill. 93. Wait, bro, what? That's like the literal bottom. How? Are you lying, bro? Bro, at that point, we need you alerting in here, bro. If you're sniping those bottoms. Let me catch up with YouTube real quick. Hold up. Let me see what they're saying. Are you longs right now? Yes, I am, my boy. Yes. Entry at 517. Is that still good? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a pretty good entry, I would say. That's what most of us got. I got 511 because I made a stupid mistake, but this is me. Let me move this a little bit over real quick. Dude, it's just so slow.
This TikToker was just permanently banned from LA Dodgers games for life after what he did in this TikTok video. Now, all this man usually does is take himself on solo dates because he is single and shows what his life is like as a bus driver. He does these vlog styles here on TikTok, and he's gotten over 1 million followers from it. Well, a few weeks ago, he showed himself going to an LA Dodgers game because he was single and he had the day off, and he went ahead and
I mean, bro, EJ, bro, the market is so slow. There's not much I can really say, bro. We just have to wait for it to play out. Let's see. Hey David, I was $300 away from passing 5 FFN accounts. FFN funded futures. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yesterday, and the same thing happened to me. I entered with 2 minis thinking I was in micros and took a loss, but I'm back. Oh, dude, I'm hoping I can get back to it, bro. At least maybe secure like a plus $200 a day. I'll be happy with that. But bro, we should have made so much more money from this trade. I would have been in scales already and everything, bro. That stupid mistake, bro. It's not gonna happen again. I took it off for my tabs, but bro, I don't even know why I had NQ on my tabs, bro. That is so stupid for me, bro. Wait, did my mouse died? Oh shit, my mouse died. Oh crap. Where's my charger? I haven't charged it since last. Wait, did it die? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't unplug. I'm charging either way. There you go. David, I got my account from 300 to 1,100. Do I get off? Yeah, yeah. This you see this market, bro. You see this market. It's horrible. It is very slow. I just look. All I want to see is 540. At least 540. Even if I get stop dollar break even, I wouldn't really care. I just want to see that 540 hit. But it looks like it's gonna take a few hours. So prepare yourself, guys. It's a slow market.
Smells like other people's faces.
Let me lower my phone real quick, because we're about to go to lunch. Not really, not really. I mean, the market's already chopping, so it's not like it's gonna be too much of a difference. That's props to you. I would have smashed my computer for the 10 minis, dude. If I wasn't on stream, I probably would have. I probably would, cause dude, I threw away so much money for no reason, bro. Like literally no reason. Like I'm not even like literally no reason. And if I would have waited a split second, it'd be pushed up as well, so I would have been green. Yeah, no, bro. We're eating ramen noodles tonight, bro. We're definitely eating ramen noodles. Yes, Carlos. Yeah. I'm on my way to work, listen to live. I'm not even saying anything, bro. David, I think you had the NQ chart when you did the challenge on. No, but that's a different broker. That's SubsubX. This is Tradeovate. I haven't. I don't know. No, because the thing is, okay, look. At the top of my screen, I have ESM5, I have MESM5, I have NQM5, and I have MNQM5. So when I switched, I never switched them because you guys know I only trade NQ 99.9999% of the time. But the one time that I switched over to ES to possibly get a short trade, since we never ended up getting it, I'm like, okay, guys, let's go to NQ. And I guess I was talking while I was doing it and I wasn't paying attention. And instead of clicking on MNQ, I clicked on NQ by accident. And I never realized. And when I entered 10, I'm like, wait, why am I down $500 when we barely moved? And I look and I'm in the trade. Look, that layout, right? That Bivak just sent, that's my exact layout. And I clicked the wrong one because I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, it really messed me up. So although the trade, I mean, shouldn't have been red, or I shouldn't be red right now. I mean, no one should be red. I mean, I kind of just literally got money and set it on fire just cause. You know what I mean? But I mean, obviously, it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. You know what I mean? We're all humans. It happens. That's the only way we can look at it. Not much we can do about it now, but to make it back. So let's see. And the trade, no, not today. No, I'm not trading top step today because I'm not gonna lie, bro. My laptop is in my bed and I'm not gonna go get it, especially with this market. I got off work to stay cash was worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move my stops to break even. I want to see 540 though. 540 and I'm break even because 540 would be 30 points. Yeah, so I'll just move it to break even after that. David, what games you be playing? CS2, bro. That's my main game. Yeah, my entry was at 511. Ashley, yes, 511. But yeah, bro, my the main game that I play is CS2. I don't really play anything else because honestly, there's no good games out there right now. I was playing Jump, but I didn't play. I opened it by accident, bro. You play Face It? I do, bro. Yes, I was Face It 10, but now I deranked to low Face It 9. But I haven't played. Dude, the last time I played Face It was like in quarantine, like 4 years ago. So it was the old me, bro. You play PC? Of course I do, bro. Premiere? Premiere right now I'm 20k, but I'm way higher than 20k. I just don't play that much. I solo queue, so you know how that goes, bro. Have you tried, bro? Valorant is so ass, bro. Valorant sucks. That game is garbage. SQ, add me, bro. Here, let me send you my Steam real quick. Let me open it up. Give me a second. Here is my account. Hold on. SQ. There you go. There's my Steam. But yeah, bro. Bro, have you played Ark? I have it on Epic Games. I've just never downloaded it. Gotta get on R6. Nah, that's not my game, bro. I've tried it. I've tried it a few times actually. I just can't. David, when is the TP? I want to say you guys can look to take trims at 540 if you haven't already around now. 540 will be pretty good. I'm personally just gonna do break even at 540 and then I'll just hold it to 562 to take half. You ever dabble in gambling? You mean gambling? Gambling and trading? No. Bro, whenever I feel like, damn, how many of you guys are fucking adding me? What the hell? Whenever I feel like gambling, I mean, you know, we've all had that. Whenever I feel like gambling, I just go to the casino. I just play roulette. Bro, this is so slow, bro. Don't wait, we go back down to break even now. You just sold 400 people your Steam? Yeah, probably not the best idea, but oh well. Should I re-enter? I mean, bro, how many times are you gonna re-enter, bro? Nah, but it's too slow, bro. If you already got your green or you haven't entered, bro, you're better off just calling it a day. You don't fuck with rivals? A lot of my friends do. I never tried playing it. If you guys are adding me on Steam, just give me your username, so because I have a lot of friend requests. I just don't want to set them. A lot of weirdos out there. David, when you want profits or break even? I'm gonna do break even after we see 540. How come you're red? Shadow. Look, if you just joined, bro. Long story short, I traded the wrong contract. So no, this trade never went red. The whole reason I'm red is because I traded it 10 minis by accident and I panicked and I sold. So yeah. So what should have been 10 micros, I did 10 minis. And then I sold it for like minus 5 points and it went down to minus $800 loss. So yeah. It was a mistake on my end, but yeah, no one else is red, so don't worry about that. It's only me. So yeah. Don't worry about me. Yeah, dude, it happens, dude. It happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you guys, but hopefully you guys learn from my mistake. Get rid of NQM5, guys. Do not have it there. It is useless. But it's cool. I'm pretty sure if we break above 535 and we seek like 540, we'll be back break even on the day. So I'm not even that worried. Well, as long as price is able to break, you know what I mean? Blast RP opened his server again. I saw, bro. Yeah, I saw. I don't know if many people joined. Let me check. I don't know how to check actually. But that's cool. I am seeing a few new people in there. That's pretty sick. Dude, this is so choppy, bro. Wait, did I? Yeah, for months, bro. Yeah, for like 6, 7 months, and then he just reopened it now. But I don't really know if um I don't I don't know if that many people joined. I would have to see. I don't know how to check that. That's cool. A lot of new heads in there. Bro, uncle, bro. Finna get more people. I mean, bro, hopefully, bro. I was planning on getting back to social media. The thing is, guys, I always say, oh, guys, I'm gonna get back to social media. I do it for like 2 days. I quit it, dude. I, I just hate making videos, bro. It is not my thing, bro. But I have to if I want to grow, my personal brand, I have to get myself, out there. Because premium, of course, you guys know me already. YouTube, it's you guys know me already as well. You know what I mean? So I'm just stuck at like that 700 people live range, and it's no more, no less. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I need to put myself out there. I need to really do stuff. If I want to grow my personal brand and really put myself where I want to be in social media, I have to post on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. But you guys don't understand. I just don't like social media. It is not my thing, and you know what I mean. Make more TikTok content. Yeah. Okay. Look. So what I wanted to do, or what I was planning to do, literally starting today, is what's it called? I want to post my trades on Instagram because I feel like Instagram is a little bit more mature with the trades. It's not as toxic as TikTok. Because look, guys, I've seen the traders on TikTok. Everyone thinks that did the shit on in the comments. You're like, oh, why don't you just take this? Blah, 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 blah. Nah, I'm not trying to deal with that shit. So what I want to do is on Instagram, post my trades, and on TikTok, post like face content. Like you guys know how TJR just records himself like reacting to comments. More of like, you guys get what I'm saying? So yeah, with TikTok, I want to do something like that. And with Twitter, I want to kind of just share my setups more in text. You know what I mean? So it's all in its own thing. But yeah, I'm gonna see how I do that. The thing is I know I could do it because I mean it's not hard, bro. You know what I mean? Like that part's not hard. It's just I just hate recording content. I'm not consistent with it, and I know like I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just I'm not consistent. And I know I'm consistent with trading and this and the streams and everything, but like after the streams, you guys don't understand. Like I get off the charts, I get off my computer, I'm like, oh, finally I'm off. Because man, it is draining. The last thing I want to do is get on the computer once again and record. I don't want to know about trading till the next day. You know what I mean? I want to go to the gym, go eat, and go do a bunch of other stuff. And I'm sure you guys do the same as well. Like we get off the charts and it's like, oh, finally we're off. You know what I mean? Is it too late to enter longs here? I mean, bro, you're better off just getting off, bro. The charts are way too choppy, bro. Harry, bro. But yeah, set up a 15% referral for the people who can join the pre. I do have one for 30%. I just don't really promote it that much. I have to do a whole bunch of stuff to rework the server. I just don't find time, guys. Is that okay? Well, it's not that I don't have time. It's just you guys don't understand. Like I know I probably work for like what, like 2-3 hours a day on the charts. But man, it is the most draining 2 to 3 hours a day, guys. It is draining. You know what I mean? So trading is one thing. Trading is one thing mentally. Managing for like what, like 700 plus people is another thing. So yeah, it's just sometimes I just want to get off the charts and just live my life a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can rework with um with the Discord here. Maybe set up some affiliates. Well, I already have it. I just gotta promote it more. What else? What else? What else? And just do content on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and put myself out there. But guys, this market is so choppy. Like today, as I get off the stream, Dude, I am gonna take the biggest breather of my life and be like, ah, finally. You guys don't understand. It is super, super draining in this chop. But yeah, someone here asked, when are we setting our stop loss to break even? I'm gonna be setting my stop loss to break even after we see 540. So once price breaks above 540, which would be right around here, pretty much just right above this high of day breakout, I'm gonna move it to break even and just hold the rest. Yeah, dude, this is literally a barcode. Dude, I just want to get break even. A break even stop. So I can just get off the charts and just like melt on my bed, bro. How long have we been in this trade for? Like an hour, right? We got in at 11:20. 40 minutes. Can we cut it? Bro. I just want to break out of this high of day range. But we are struggling to break that. David, out of magnitude chart, it should work. Let's test it out. That's how bored I am. How do you flip this? What the fuck? Oh, wait. I guess it's actually working, guys. Bro, it actually worked. Well, not break even just yet. I want to see 45. Finally, bro. It actually worked, guys. It actually worked. Oh, shit. Dude, I the magnet, yep. You guys can thank me later? No, we can thank you right now, bro. But yeah, guys. Guys, if you haven't already, take some trims. Take some trims. All right, guys. If you guys want to do break even, definitely do it. All right. But yeah, there's 35 points. Well, depending on when you guys entered. But guys, let me know if you guys trimmed off that. It took literally almost an hour. Finally. Finally, bro. It literally took 40 minutes to break under this stupid high. By the way, guys, no, I'm not even gonna ask that. Never mind. That's when you're closing full at like 560. Bro, on Tradeovate, my candle looks way bigger than whatever TradingView has. All right, guys, I'm doing break even. Holy push up. Actually, instead of doing break even, I'm gonna move it a little bit lower into this floor right here. Let me move my stops. right, guys, I moved my stop loss to 492. I feel like, yeah, 492. Guys, if you guys haven't already, take skills out. Please take out skills. Take out skills here, guys. It is super important to take skills out here with this choppy market. I do not want you guys having a headache with this. Take out some skills here, guys. Dude, my eyes are exhausted, guys. Anyways, all right, back to TikTok. Full TP at 60. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do full TP at 60, or I'm probably just gonna take skills there and just move my stops to break even, and then just hold the trade for the whole day. Eso sería, gracias por hoy. That's what I like to hear, bro. That's what I like to see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Día de mañana. Yes, sir, bro. I'll see you tomorrow, bro. It took me some time, but it's a win. Thanks, David. Close at 540. That's what I like to see, bro. That's why, guys. By the way, react right here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat real quick. Guys, react to this poll. React to this poll. No, I saw my stop loss at 492. Guys, react to this poll. Let me know how you guys are sitting in the chat right here, guys. Let me know if you guys are green, red, break even. Guys, if you guys are red, I do not know what to tell you. Look, I know I'm red because I made a mistake. I know I'm stupid. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. But yeah, exactly. If you are red, if it wasn't for the mistake, then yeah. But let's see how you guys are sitting in the chat, guys. There's 325 of you guys. No one reacted. Come on now. But yeah, let's see. I better see everyone here green. We saw 40 points in this trade. 35, 40 points depending on your entry. All right, ready? Red. How the hell you red? All right, let's see who's red. How? Wait. How? I look. I know I'm red, and it's because I made a mistake. I'm, you know, it's stupid on my end. But how are you guys red? But no, most people are green. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. But for the people red, guys, come on now. How? You know what I mean? Had to come to a locker room today, bro. Oh hell no, bro. You're one of those people that goes to school in pajamas, bro. Dude, I did that once, bro. Oh hell no. Your cash today, bro. Don't even blame yourself, bro. Don't even blame yourself. Right from the early, bro. But that was my mistake, bro, not yours, bro. I never said that I got stuff out of the trade. I just had to switch my contracts from minis to micros. That's why I re-entered. Nah, but it was only for PE. Trust, bro. Nah, bro. Trust me, bro. When I used to be in high school and I wore those pajamas, dude, like you would feel the sweat in your legs, bro. It was horrible, bro. But yeah, let me put the chat here on the side real quick. Bro, I had a swamp ass. Yeah, bro. I think we all did. Yeah, look, bro. You can wear PJs to any other class but PE, bro. Come on now, bro. I know the swamp ass is crazy, bro. Cause I had it, bro. How's tomorrow look like for us with news? For yeah. Tomorrow honestly should be a pretty good day. I hope I don't jinx it, but yeah, tomorrow should be a pretty good day in terms of news. We have PMI, we have home sales that really moves markets. All right. Yeah, tomorrow should be fairly good. Hopefully, yeah, it should move at least. I don't know if we're gonna get a trade or not, but that's for time to tell. Oh, by the way, guys, before you guys get off, I'm seeing a lot of you guys getting off because you guys are probably green. Guys, if you guys are green on the day, guys, do me a huge favor and post in the win channel. All right, guys. So I can put something out there. I forgot. Oh yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I haven't answered any DMs because obviously I just came back from my trip, so I got a lot to catch up with, in both trading, promotions, everything, bro. Already posted. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And we're back to chopping, guys. We get one little push up here. We get the trims, and we're back to chop. Oh no way! This ended up pumping up even more, guys. I want to enter into this so bad, but I want to get filled at a better price. I want to get filled like at the 57s or 58 range. I don't want to get filled up here, way too high up, because I want to add this. I want to add like about 30K into long term into this for the dividends, because this pays really fucking good. $1.50 this month per share. So that's not bad at all. And then GPQ has been kind of frozen here. Well, actually, no, it's kind of moving here a little bit. But yeah, no, GPQ has been chopping up with QQQ at the same time. If you guys look at the daily time frame here, yep, a little bit of chop here, a little bit of chop there. You know what I mean? Throw another magnet on. Let's do 3. How do you rotate this? Let's do 3 magnets here, guys. We're this board. Yeah, how do you rotate it? Am I slow? All right, guys, 3 magnets. Now we should really see the take profit, bro. Yeah, BC, that's what I'm holding for. That is what I'm holding for. Hey, David, look into AIPI. It offers ETF for AI companies. The dividends are 33.1%. Damn, 33.1%. What is it? AIPI? I haven't heard of this one yet. It moves more like BTCI. Okay. I mean, I would have to see how much it's paying per month. I'll do some. Let me add this to my list real quick. AIPI. All right, bet. Interesting. 33%. Is it per month or per year? Per month or per year? I'm assuming per year, right? Yeah, percent per year. That's in dividends? Or in returns? In dividends. What the fuck? Okay. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I'll do some research after the stream. Cause yeah, that 32% is insane. Let me see. Bro, I'm not happy because I'm green. I'm happy because I got out of that fucking shit, bro. I'm in the same step, right? In the same whatever, you know what I mean? Let me see. I know you're not into crypto, but have you considered buying an IBIT? It's a Bitcoin ETF by BlackRock. Well, I know I'm not into crypto either, of course. But I'm looking at BTCI. That's my thing for Bitcoin. It follows I'm pretty sure it follows the volume of Bitcoin, not the price of Bitcoin, but the volume. So if Bitcoin has a lot of premiums into it, it moves BTCI. And then depending on how they do per month, they're paying around $1.50 per share in dividends per month, which is insane. So if you guys buy like 1,000 shares, that you're making what, like 1.5K a month passively for just holding it, that's insane. You know what I mean? So, and obviously with long term, with Bitcoin obviously set to go higher, you know what I mean? We you know, it has a lot of potential for upside. So I do like that long term. I do like that. Although the charts do look a little ugly in terms of moving. I mean, look at these candles on the daily time frame. It's like a little inch of a candle, but that's not important. We're more focused on the dividends part. All right. So yeah, it's very volatile. Yeah, very very volatile. Um, but yeah, we'll see. I'm still doing my research on it. I do want to add into it in these upcoming days. So yeah, we'll see it. We'll see how that goes. All right. But yeah, yeah, no. Well, the thing is, it moves based off of Bitcoin, the premiums of Bitcoin. So remember, we're not in it because of the liquidity. We're in it. We're not in it yet, but we're looking at it for the dividends. That thing pays like crazy. All right, they've been doing it for a year. They haven't really missed a payment, and every single month has been $1 plus, which is insane. So yes, it is risky because of the volatility. But it does pay. It really does pay. So I do like that. I really do like that. So you buy indexes only? For now, yeah, for now. Right now I'm in GBQ and I'm about to get into BTCI. And then of course if I find anything else in the future, I'll be interested in that. But yeah. And we're pulling back, guys. Oh my god. Bro, I'm about to just leave my stop losses there and just go to the gym, bro, because I am exhausted from the charts, guys. We have been in this trade for over an hour now. Are you guys done? Because I'm seeing that most of you guys got out either way in the profits. That's why a lot of you guys are leaving the stream. So you guys down to call it, and I'll just alert the trade on whatever it does in text. Because dude, I am exhausted, dude. I want to get off the chart. You guys do not understand. Yeah. All right, bet. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right. So yeah, most of you guys are green. If you guys are green, obviously post your profits in the profits channel. For me, I'm gonna hold this trade for a little bit longer and deal with it on my own time. But yeah, if anything, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, guys. All right, peace out, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, peace out, guys. And for the people still in, I am seeing a lot of you guys still saying that you guys are still in. I will obviously still be learning the trade as to what I do and all that stuff. All right, guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, peace out, guys. Peace, peace, peace. Will you keep it? Yeah, my stop loss is right here. I'll let you guys know when I move it. But for now, I moved it a little bit higher into the 493 range. All right. All right, peace out, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, peace out, guys. Peace, peace, peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys are able to make some money with me on stream. I know I made a little bit of a mistake today, so ignore my P&L. But you guys, on the other hand, should be green. All right, guys. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow on stream. We do have news coming up, so hopefully tomorrow is a good day to trade. And yeah, guys, remember, my price target is 562. So if you guys are not in the Discord, pretty good time to join. If you guys haven't already, click the first link in the description and type code 60 for 60% off any premium upgrade. All right, guys. It'll give you guys access to the alerts that I'm gonna be putting out today with this trade, and live trading with no delays and all that good stuff. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow on stream to make some more money. All right, guys.